Children with black eyes are one of the most interesting urban legends in the USA, which originated quite recently. Usually it's a boy and a girl about 10 years old. No one knows where they come from, but all eyewitnesses speak of an overwhelming feeling of fear when meeting them. Someone thinks that they are aliens, someone thinks that they are demons. As a rule, they ask the owners to let them into the house to call their parents. Those who have met them speak with one voice about their huge, completely black, pupil-less eyes. For the first time, journalist Brian Bethel told about the meeting with frightening black-eyed children. According to him, it happened in 1996 in Texas, when he was sitting in his car parked in front of the cinema. Suddenly, two boys aged 10-12 knocked on the car window. I was immediately seized with an inexplicable horror, says Brian. He rolled down the window and the kids asked him to give them a lift home so they could take the money and go to the movies. They were very persistent, persuading the journalist to open the door and let them into the car. Suddenly, Brian realized what had scared him so much: the black, pupil-less eyes of these children. The man raised the window and began to drive out of the parking lot, and at that time strange boys were pounding on his car with their fists and shouting, "We can't enter without permission, please let us in." When he drove out of the parking lot and looked in the rearview mirror, he didn't see any children there anymore. After Bethel told about an unusual incident on an internet forum, it turned out that he was not the only one who happened to encounter these mysterious children. A woman named Sarah shared that one day, when she was home alone, she heard a light knock on the door. A girl of 11 and a boy of 9 were standing on the threshold. The girl very politely said, "Ma'am, please, can I call our mother from you?" Sarah immediately sensed that something was wrong. When the children stepped into the light from the door, she finally got a good look at them. My attention was riveted by black eyes. I have never experienced such horror in my life. My hair on the back of my neck stood on end, and I slammed the door shut. From behind the door, the girl begged, "Ma'am, please let us in, we're scared alone." Then, as if on command, both children began to cry. Another visitor to the forum said that strange children also came to her one day. The girl had a very adult voice, strong, without emotions. She said she wanted to call from me. I stood frozen with fear. Slowly I moved away from the door, and behind me my dog Lucy was growling at late visitors. At this time the girl was saying in an almost hostile voice that she was not going to harm me, and if she wanted to enter by force, she would have done it long ago. Lucy growled again and I slowly closed the door, unable to remember myself from fear. It seems that all the people who report this unusual encounter have never let the children in because of fear. The strangest and most contradictory thing about these stories is that black-eyed children are said to emit a frightening vibration. Those who meet them claim to feel threatened, panicked, and even disoriented. Some believe that this may be the result of their black eyes, perhaps some kind of hypnotic suggestion used as an attempt to convince a person to let them into their home or car. Their persistence confirms the theory described in many religions that evil needs some kind of invitation before entering a house or even a person. Moreover, evil in the guise of a child is a very smart move because people are more likely to say yes to a needy child who comes to the doorstep in the middle of the night than to a man or woman. All stories about children with black eyes have common elements. Usually it happens at night, often in bad weather. Of course, they will write all sorts of things on the internet, but just in case suspicious children with black eyes come to you at night, it's better not to open the door.